Yeah, they can hear
me now.
Yeah, they can hear now. Yes. How are we doing today?
Yo. What's going on, guys? LB here with a Joddy Poddy with a late night special. We're going to rate every single Pep Guardiola signing with you guys. It's going to be a team game, right?
Team game.
Why is in my way? Yeah.
You lot are just as involved as we are, innit? So, in fact, they're more involved, actually. Because you get the final vote.
You know what we could do, bro, for maximum benefit from this? We could literally just do this, right, and then later on do a video, and then basically do the same thing but in a video format, so we can milk the content, innit?
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Was the chat right? The chat decides. You know what I mean?
Chat versus your regular viewer.
Right, okay. So basically what's going to happen, guys, this is how it's going to work. We've got every single player that City have signed under Pep Guardiola. It is only the players that have played for the actual club, though. It's not like these CFG signings that no one's ever heard of.
The one-offs, nah. Do you know what I mean? Like, say he makes one appearance in that, you're not going to put banger out.
It's got to be like a proper...
It's basically a guy who was signed to play for the club, not to be just, like, binned off. I think there's only one... Like, there's a couple in there which are, like... Maybe kind of you wouldn't really class that Pep properly signed them kind of thing, but we'll get to them and that.
Yeah, there is the voting options, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very simple, and if you can't get it right, then you need to switch off in it. There's only 3 things that you can vote for, and the poll will come up on the screen. So basically, if you think they've been a flop, you vote for flop. If you think they've been mediocre or average, mediocre's alright. We'll go average. It's easier to spell, innit?
Yeah.
You go average, or if you think they've been mega, you click banger.
Banger.
And we'll see how many bangers there is at the end of the and every time there's a banger, that comes up on screen. but if we think that you're clicking banger just so that animation pops up every time, then we will take control. We will overthrow the
vote. Anyway, we are the kings, innit? This is our throne. I mean, you are just voting. We can overthrow this. This is our poll.
Right. We got super chat here, by the way, bro, from Jeremy Kuhn coming in with a $5. Yes, Jerry. Calling my shot. Bernardo signs an extension in 2022 LFG.
I'd be buzzing with that.
I think it might be party time if that was
swapping. Bro, it would be pure party time.
I'm calling it now. If Bernardo Silva signed a new contract, we have a live party on stream.
Yes. A full sesh party.
But you have to join us, isn't it?
Royalty-free tunes.
Right, we're going to have to get cracking, guys, because we're only here for an hour and there's we've signed a lot of players.
Sorry, bro. I'm going to say, humour. Yes, humour in it. You sorted us out in Ireland and that. Appreciate that. He's saying that the Bolton games are madness.
A lot of people said that. A lot of people said that.
I don't even watch Bolton, innit?
No, it's a madness. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen. First player for votes today is a guy we signed for £24 million from the Black and Yellows. It is Ilkay Gundogan.
Oh, right. Look at the cheesy graphics I'll pop up in it.
Yeah, this is an interesting one, guys. So the poll will come up on screen in just a second if it's not already there. Obviously, we signed him actually injured. We signed him injured, you know, which is a madness because, like, who signs players when they're injured? That tells you how much Pep wanted this guy at the football club, you know what I mean? And I think that whilst it was a bit of a risk, obviously signing a player injured, and I think he's had his fair share of injury problems at Dortmund as well. I think it tells you how much Pep wanted this guy, bro.
Yeah, he definitely wanted him. He rated him quite a lot, and as well the fact that he was willing to be patient with him whilst he got over his injury. Because he had a back injury, didn't he? Or did that come later on?
Nah, I think it was like a leg injury. I can't remember what it was now, but he come with an injury.
Because I know he did get a back injury at some point, but that might have been against Barcelona.
Yeah, also obviously famously known now as Mr. Whippy as well, guys. I've got stats here. He's played 222 games for the Blues, scoring 41 and assisting 29. I think that's a brilliant stats, bro. Before we come to the... Oh, bro, the votes are in. The votes are in.
They're already in. It's too late, isn't it? It's too late.
It's a 30, bro.
It's a 30. Certified banger.
It's a banger.
Ilkay Gundogan.
Guys, I've got to say, I completely agree with that. You know what I mean? It's been a banger. The price is a bargain price. When you look back at that price now, it's a bargain price. He's played a lot of games. He's not had that many injuries for us. He's scored goals, important goals, he's assisted, and I think he's a leader on the football pitch. Bro, I agree with the chat there.
Yeah, I completely agree. Well, guy turned into Mr. Whippy, innit? Do you know what I mean? And I still don't think Mr. Whippy is his final form. You know what I mean? He's next level. Ilkay Gundogan. I absolutely love him.
Yeah, no, I back that. Ali B gamer, bro.
Underrated, bro, is the fact that he saved us when Fernandinho got injured. He absolutely saved us as a CDM.
He did. He smashed it. Ali B Game, yes, Ali B. You've not been in for a while. It's good to see you back, bro. With a £1.79 says, how about phoning show? I missed it. Yeah, bro, we did the phoning shows after the games, innit? But I don't know if you were there when we explained why we stopped doing it, but it just become too much, man. Like, it become hard.
Heavy session.
It become hard, bro. So we ended up not doing it, man. But it's good to see you back. Right, who's next up on the list then, Bray?
Next up on the list is it's Nolito, Bray.
Oh, Nolito, the guy who disrespected our country, Bray.
Oh yeah, said he's making his did he say he's making his like daughter or son go his skin colour's now grey?
Yeah, he went in when he left, mate. He went in, but. Regardless of that, let's talk about him as a player. I actually didn't think he was a good player. I genuinely just thought he was like really slow. I thought his ability on the ball was quite poor. And I just thought, nah. You know what I think he is, bro? He's the Spanish James Milner. He is the Spanish James Milner.
It just did not work for this guy at all. Apparently he's a weird guy as well off the pitch. But it did not work for this guy at all.
Do you want me to see if, can I get the stats, guys? Let me give you the stats. Let me see if that changes your mind.
Just an FYI, bro. Someone has actually voted banger on this guy. 1%, bro. Someone did click banger for Nolito.
Right, he played 30 games, scored 6, assisted 5. Not the worst, but nowhere near good enough. I'm gonna go flop, bro. I'm gonna go flop. I just think, the fact that he only was here for a year tells you a lot.
Bro, he 100%. He 100% is a flop. He didn't do anything that we thought he'd do. Pep couldn't get anything out of him like that he thought he could. And it ended up just like you say, he stayed in for a year and absolutely nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
We got a fan here though, Craig Bradley. There he says I thought it was actually all right. A bit harsh to say he was a flop. I don't know, man.
I think it's a flop.
I don't think it worked.
Just because it didn't work for him.
By the way, flop just means like they weren't great. You know what I mean? It don't mean like they were proper trash. It's just we were only having 3 options. I don't think that he was. I don't think he did well, mate. And I think the fact that he was only there for a year. You know what I mean? Pep signed him and then went after a year. You know what? You can get off.
This is a mistake.
Nah, not for me. I agree with the flop thing, man. I'm buzzing with that.
Yeah.
Someone said, can't find the polls. Am I being stupid? Dan, it should be literally in the chat, innit?
Yeah, the chat, in the chat, innit? Like, it gets pinned to the top of the chat, innit?
Yeah. Right, okay. Well, I mean, I agree with that rating anyway. Who's next, Brie?
Next up is a banger, bro.
Oh.
Next up, I'm calling it straight away. It's the big boy Leroy Sane. Oh wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. I've done it in the wrong order.
You've done it in the wrong order.
Wait.
There's a technical glitch, bro.
There is a technical glitch. There's a technical glitch. There's a technical glitch. The next player is gonna appear very, very big on the screen in like a minute.
It is a 30 banger though, in my opinion.
This is also a banger.
It is a 30 banger.
There he is. He's in place of me.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Look at that. On the fly editing.
It is that man there, Alexander Zinchenko. We got this guy for 1.8 million from FC Ufa. From the Ukraine, signed potentially as just a CFG signing. And if he was the CFG signing, he's probably been the best CFG signing of all time. This guy, mate, has absolutely banged 1.5 million. He's probably up there with probably one of the best signings we've ever made, truth be told. Like,
it's mad, isn't it? It's actually mad to think that we go for 1.8 million and this guy has done absolute bits at left back. Do you know what I mean? This guy put a masterclass in against PSG at the end last year, innit? Do you know what I mean? The guy's sick. The guy's actually sick.
Let me give you some stats, bro. Played 105 games for City. Scored 2 goals. Assisted 7. Now, here's a quick question for the chat without cheating. And you, Bray, can you remember his 2 goals?
Oh my God, why get Burnley?
I'll tell you now, Bray.
Can you remember his 2 goals, bro?
I know. Well, I've got one of them up here. I've got both of them. I give you a clue. Both were domestic cup games.
Bro, the chat are going, man. Nick told lads you should put this on a tier list. Nah, tier lists take too long, innit?
Burton is one. What's the other one? What is the other one, mate? Port Vale. It is Port Vale. Is 2 goals. You know what? I thought he would have scored more than that because the guy's got a decent shot on him. You know?
He likes a decent bit of a shot from outside the box, doesn't he?
Wilbro, I'm contractually obliged to wear this hat. I'm not, by the way. I just like it, innit? I like wearing the hat. Burton and Port Vale only 2 goals. But what the vote saying, Bray?
Vote is it's a 30, bro. There is no chance in it. 1% of the people said flop, bro, and I don't agree with that.
I think that's we got a United fan in the chat. It's probably them.
Yeah, this guy is 100%, bro, a banger, innit? This guy is 100% banger. There is no way. There's no way I'll agree with anything else.
Yeah, nah, I agree with that, Bray. Now you all kind of know who's next, now, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a bit of a.
Can you switch it up or nah?
Nah, bro, I can't switch it up.
Yes, James coming in with a 449. Zinni, oh, sorry, that's just come off my screen.
Why is that?
Zinni, I feel like if he was signed as a first-team player, this would be average, but since he was CFG signing a banger. Yeah, you are right, but you've also got to look at that price, which is why the price is like we're including the price in the poll thing because, you know, Zinchenko as a £1.8 million player is a 30 banger. Zinchenko as a £60 million player would have been probably a flop or an average. You know what I mean? So
definitely. Price comes into play, definitely.
You've definitely got to take that price into consideration. But we move on now to Leroy Sane, Bray. Leroy. Oh, Leroy Sane runs down there. This guy. Oh,
30, bro.
I remember having a conversation before my YouTube career started. I remember having a conversation, bro, with Paul Lake on the BBC.
Oh, yeah.
And I was saying, this guy's trash.
I was
like, this guy's trash. Get him out of my club. And, to be fair, I had the conversation, right, before he started getting good. Because you'll all know that it took Leroy Sane about 6 months to get good. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I went on the radio and spoke to Paul Lake just before he got good and said, this guy is not working, innit? It's not working. Take him out of the team, like let him have a rest and that. And Paul Lake was like, nah, stick with him. He knows ball. And Paul Lake, I mean, he knows his ball, doesn't he? You know, Paul Lake. And then I seen him through Arndale the other day, like a couple days later. I was like, Paul, I spoke to you on the radio, mate.
Did you actually? That's funny that.
He was running. He was sprinting bare. I think he had to like go to a restaurant or something.
And you're stopping him.
Yeah.
Like, Paul, stop.
But you know what? It might have took a little bit of time for him to get into it. But bro, when he got into it. Oh my god!
He was sick. That goal against Liverpool, bro. I miss that kind of like that impact that Sane. He could change the dynamic of a game just like that because he was so good on the ball, bro. Like, you know, like to be able to knock it past players, bro. I seen a thing actually the other day saying like it was a Twitter video of like Leroy Sane highlights of City, and it was like Sane, I miss you. And I watched it, bro, and I was like, oh no, he was actually so sick. He was so sick. And to be fair, me and you said at the time we didn't want him to go. Like we didn't want Sane to go, and it's just he wanted to go. And then I see Will Stay said like he said average because of the sale of Sane, because of how much we got for him and his injury, but
no, we're judging it on you can judge your injuries, but you can't judge a sale, Will, because we're judging it as a signing. We're not judging the sale.
Is he talking about the injury because he had a serious injury just before he went to Bayern, didn't he? Do you remember the Community Shield?
Yeah, he got.
So I feel like it's harsh to judge him on that one. That was pretty much, was that his last game or like one of? You know what I mean? I think he played one more game after that, didn't he?
Yeah, let me give you his stats then, bro. By the way, he's guy's slamming now at Bayern.
Is he turning it up now?
Yeah, he's doing well, man. Let me get his stats for City though. So he played 135 games, scoring 39 and assisting 45. Those stats are incredible, mate. Like, don't even look at them stats and go, they're not good, mate. Like, what are that? Like 40, 85 goals and assists in 135 matches for a winger, who, by the way, was always subbed on and off the pitch. Yeah. So I think I think it's a 30 banger. I know there's a bit of salt from everyone about the way he left.
It's a 30 banger, bro. 91% of people, bro. 30 banger, innit?
Plus, he's always been proper nice about us on Twitter. So
yeah, he loves us, innit?
Maybe one day he'll come back, innit? So we need to make sure that we're being nice to him. So then if he ever sees it, then he'll be like, oh, they like me still.
I'll come back. Yeah.
What did the chat say, bro? 30 banger.
Yeah,
91%.
Yeah, big.
Woo!
Big. Next up, bro.
This is a good one.
Yeah. Next up, this I think this is a divider. This one.
I think the chat's gonna divide this. You know. Hit me, Bray.
Next one is the Boulder man himself. It's John Stones, bro.
John Stones. What a career he's had at City. He's not had no. Basically, right. I don't see. He can, right, for the purposes of this video. However, he's never really had average performances. He's either been mint, like I'm talking mint, like 30 banger, or he's been shit. Like, there's no in between with John Stones. You never really get, John Stones had an okay game.
Yeah, he went for a big period where every time he played for City, he'd make a howler. Do you know what I mean? He always seems to have that howler about him and stuff like that. And people are like, that's kind of like why people hated him. But last year was really the year where he kind of like, do you know what I mean? He blossomed into the player that he is today, innit? Like, he absolutely... Last year, he smashed it, bro. He absolutely smashed it and earned himself a new contract. I think that's what will probably push people to go for Banga because of recent performances. But you got to remember, like, there was a time when he was average, but are we speaking, like... I guess we're speaking in general over the course.
Yeah, you got to judge his whole time at the club. The whole
time there. You're saying he was an average player the whole time?
You got to judge his price, 50 million. Has he justified that 50 million? You know what I mean?
But then you got to think, like... Players do like obviously get into things a bit later, and that rightly so that should change opinions. So you can't forget last year just because it was only one. Do you know what I mean? It was only 1 year compared to the previous 4.
Goal line clearance against Liverpool. We won the league that year. I don't know if that
bits in it. I think Banga because he's legend, like because of the stuff that he's done. But then sometimes, bro, he did do some mad stuff.
I think he's like 30 Avrabanga. I think he's an Avrabanga. I think he's like average. I think he's literally in the middle of the average and the banger section. You know what I mean? Because he has long periods of time where he's been world class. You know what I mean? Like last year was world class. He's back in the team now and he's gonna smash it. I already know. 2 or 3 seasons ago he was in the team until he got injured and he was ripping it up. But there has been that period of, was it 2 years ago, where he was like, couldn't even get in the team. He's also been in the team before and been quite poor. So, for me, I can't give him that banger status, bro. I love John Stones though. Like John Stones, I love him, innit? You know what I mean? If I could meet one player, John Stones would be on that list.
We've got his boot.
We have his boot on the wall.
We've got his signed boot on the wall, innit?
We got to be honest. We got to be real with people, innit? Like I think. But by the end of his career, could he end up in that banger bracket?
Definitely.
100%.
If he carries on going the way he is now, he will end up in the banger bracket. But I agree with you, but I think he's like Dan Clark there, bro. Certified bangerage, innit? Do you know what I mean? He's like banger and average in the mid. It
is difficult, man, because like Nick says there with the 14s are, Stones won us the league with 1 centimetre. I mean, he did, you know what I mean? But then he's also done proper dumb stuff and like...
But we've conceded off
inconsistent.
It, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. It's up to you, but I'm going to let you make the call. If you want to click the banger button for everyone to see, you can click it.
You know what I'll do? I'll click it, then turn it off rapid, innit? Because, you know what I mean? It's like a half, you know what I mean? Like, goes on like bang, bang, gone.
Yes, there we go.
You know what I mean? Because he has that little bit of banger about him, but not the full
small
thing.
Bang.
Small bang, innit?
That was a good one, that. I knew that one would get the chat going,
you knew straight away. He did say it. Yes, AK50. Appreciate $1.99, mate. Good evening, fellas. How was your international break? It was good, mate. We had a little trip to Ireland, didn't we, Brian? We drank too many Guinness.
It was good, man. Thanks a lot for asking, AK. I didn't watch the fucking England game the other day though, because
I didn't watch it either, bro.
Right about that. That was a good one. I like that one, then, bro.
That was good.
This is a good one.
This is a good one. I'm looking forward to seeing this one.
This is going to be good. This is going to get the chat going. This.
Yeah, right. The next one is Claudio Bravo.
Ooh,
and Wagwan, innit? What we're saying.
Claudio Bravo. You know what? I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna let the chat talk because I feel like the chat can talk about this. You know what I mean? Stinker. Flop.
So, to be fair, it is mixed a little bit. There's a lot of L's, though.
Yeah.
Prime Babatunde says average if you know ball. I'm looking forward to seeing how people vote on this.
Bad, you know, this could be quite bad.
Well, the 64% straight away is on the flop.
No,
it's
Claudio,
on the flop.
Don't watch the video, man.
This guy was just vibes. But he did do bits in the League Cup. That's the only thing that could probably save him. But bro, we signed this guy to be what was meant to be Ederson. We had to go out again and get Ederson because Bravo didn't work. Do you know what I mean? We signed the guy to be the ball playing goalkeeper that we all thought.
Remind me again, what did he do in the Carabao Cup?
Penalties.
One Carabao, or did he do it on a multiple? How many Carabaos did he win by how many Carabaos was we about to lose, but then Bravo won us because of his penalty saves? Was it just the one?
I think it might have just been the one. Potentially just the one? Yeah, I think it was just the one. Because the Rock Lee's there, that he won us a League Cup. One League Cup, yeah. So he has won us Wolves penalty shootout. He didn't, yeah, Wolves and Leicester, bro. He did bear penalty shootouts.
Wolves and Leicester, was that in the same?
Yeah, in the same thing there. Stephen Carr, 4 winning penalty shootouts. That's heavy, that.
Wait, he's won 4
winning penalty shootouts. Oh, he's 2 Carabao Cups and 3 penalty shootouts, people saying. Basically, a lot of Carabao Cups. And decent at saving penalties. However, flip side it, what did Pep want him for? He wanted to be the Joe Hart replacement, right? And he came in and, bro, every single shot that was on target against Manchester City went in.
Yeah.
Every single shot, bro.
That is very true.
Like, in the league, yeah, I get, you know what I mean? His penalties were sick there.
Oh, Average is fighting back, you know.
It's clawing back there. I feel like the more we talk about it, people are starting to go, oh, wait, Mr. Cheese String.
The thing is, right, what you've got to ask yourself is here, right, if I agree with people who are saying average, so I'm going to say, right, he was an average signing, you know, you don't sack off your average signing after a year, do you, and buy someone else. We got Ederson because he was trash. Bravo was trash.
Plenty of players who come into a club and been average for a year, but you stick with them.
I can't give him an average, guys. I know there's a lot of people there with a 38%, but the guy, bro, he couldn't stop anything from going in the net,
Bro, this is what I'm talking about, bro. I'm pretty sure, I could be completely wrong here, I'm pretty sure he went like through 11 games or 10 games where every shot on target was a goal.
Sorry, bro, I've got to give this guy a flop, bro. I'm sorry.
I know, I feel bad, innit?
What about a floppage?
Floppage. Can't say floppage, innit?
I'm sorry, for £16 million, which is a lot of money for a goalkeeper, Barcelona, nah. I'll get rid of this guy off my screen. He's a flop. However, we did get Ederson out of him, so...
Yeah, kind of like silver linings in that. Someone actually just said then, bro, which is a good comment, innit? Steven, innit? You know what? He was all right when he became number 2.
That's because he wasn't fucking playing.
Yeah, but to be fair, when he came number 2, he did play in the League Cup and that. But still, yeah, nah, we need to dust this guy, innit?
Dust this guy, right, bro? Before you pop the next one up on screen, quickly, guys, if you're from the UK, number 1, and you're over 18, go download the Ultimate Fan app. The link is in the description. It's also the pinned comment. Completely free to download. Basically, you get this pack, right? You select 5 players in your team. Your players get points. And if you're in the top X amount of players in the UK, you win free money. You can pay extra if you want and get even more players to have a better chance. But you don't have to. I don't do it. I just have the free version and enter in every week to try and win some free money. And completely free. And if you download it, it helps support the channel.
On that, what Lewis just said about you don't have to do the paid stuff, you generally don't. I've done the paid stuff, and Lewis has pretty much a similar team to me, and he's done the free. He's doing the free one, isn't it?
Yeah. Aksha, what do you do if you're not from the UK? Pfft, you just busted, bro. Right, VPN. Next up,
Express VPN. I can't confirm if that works or not. Next on the list is, now this one's a good one again, bro. These are good players. These good players. It's the man Gabby Jesus, bro.
This is an interesting one. I'm interested. What's the price?
The price for me is 28.8 million, which is, do you know what I mean? That's not a lot of money. That.
What's your thoughts, bro? What's your initial reaction to that?
He's coming, but he's not. See, I like Gabby, innit? I like Gabby, but the fact that he hasn't worked as a striker pushes me towards average. The fact that he hasn't worked, but then you look at his stats, bro. His stats scream banger. But maybe it's just because I want more.
Let me give you stats, bro, for City. He's played 209 games, 86 goals, 39 assists.
Bro. I think it's just because because I wanted him to like be straight up the replacement for Aguero. My brain is saying like average, and now he's out to move over to the right wing. But maybe. I love Gabby, innit? I love Gabby, innit? That's how I'm leaning, bro. I'm leaning towards average, but his stats is £28 million as well. You gotta put in the price into consideration that we did pay a lot for this guy.
Someone just said scored the Centurion's goal.
Oh, as well, yeah. That was true.
I will have my say.
Banger, innit? Gotta be.
I think this guy's a 30 banger, bro.
Yeah,
I think he's a 30 banger. You know what I mean, right? And as well, I would just say, yeah, and this is how you know I'm not being biased. I'm not Gabriel Jesus' biggest fan, you know what I mean? But I'm John Stones' biggest fan, but I didn't give him a banger, you know what I mean? I give him an Avra banger, whatever it's called. Yeah, but I think this guy, yes, he frustrates people. Yes, he's been inconsistent. And yes, he's now realised that he's not a striker. But weigh that up with the fact that we paid 28 million quid for this guy. He gives everything when he's on the pitch. He has done well for the football club. And now he's got this regeneration. I get why some people might want to give him the average or the Avra bang. But I'm going to go straight in there. I think he's a certified banger. And he has things that he needs to work on. And he does frustrate me. However, as a signing, if I went back to that time again, and you asked me, and I know what I know now, I said, would you want to sign Gabriel Jesus for £28 million?
Yeah,
I would say, yes, every single day of the week.
Every day of the week you're going back and you want that. And as well, look what Pep said. Look at how highly Pep rates this guy. And we're talking about Pep's signings here. He rates him very highly because of his work rate. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, I can understand the people who would want him to be an average. Do you know what I mean? It is 32% of people saying average. And I can understand that. I can understand that because of what people want him to be, but what he's doing right now is still decent. He's still smashing it. And as well, another thing that we haven't really considered in this is age. He's 24 years old, bro.
24 years old.
So when you're saying about he's still got stuff to learn,
and you know
he's got years to learn it.
He's played 52 games for Brazil.
52.
He's 24.
That's mega.
Absolute banger. Right, who's next up on the list? Oh, this could be a quick one. This could be quick, Bray.
Oh, bro, this is going to be rapid, this one. Is
there any point?
I mean, is there any point in a poll?
Is there any point in a poll?
Chat, is there any point in a poll of this? Is there any, you know what I mean? I don't even have to say his name, bro.
Is there any point in a poll?
Is there any point in a poll? Is there any point? I don't think there's a point.
Do a poll, but I want to see how high we can get it.
how many people in it? Why are you doing
this, that, bro? I'm going to give you the stats for this guy. 216 games, 38 goals, 45 assists for the football club. He's played 14... What's that? Is that 14 minutes? So it's 14,000 minutes? He's played 14,000 minutes for the football club, I think. If that's what it's trying to say. This is just a straight banger.
How many trolls are there? That's what this will find out, isn't it? Oh, there is people saying average and flop as well.
These are just,
they're the ones
not playing the game, isn't it? 93%, mate. That's huge. Is that the biggest one so far? 93.
Oh no, yeah, I think so. We had 91, didn't we? 91% before for, was it Leroy Sane?
Yeah.
It's gone down to 92 now with 4% on both, innit? So.
The trolls are out, mate. The trolls are out. But yeah, guys, this has probably been one of our best.
I did get the name wrong. I put Gabby. Maybe that's why it says Gabby.
Huh?
It says Gabby on the thing for me.
Oh, it says it for me as well. Nah. Revolt.
Stop the vote. Why does it keep deleted? There we go.
We need to redo the vote.
Stop the count.
Some people might have seen that it was Gabby.
Yeah, they're getting confused, isn't it? They're getting confused.
We need to redo it.
Stop the count, innit? Right, re-up the count.
Anyone who doesn't vote banger should get a ban.
Yeah, insta-ban.
Right, let's have a look at this one now. Here we go. It's updated. It's correct. Ladies and gentlemen, please cast your votes.
It has to, bro. It has to. I know there'll be people who still press the other ones, innit? But it has, for me.
Yeah, look at that. There's a few trolls in it, you know what I mean? But the question is, Will the real City fans come true and give this guy the vote that he deserves? If this isn't over 90%, I'm gonna stop the stream.
Well, yeah, end stream, innit? End stream instantly.
200 votes are in 97%, 98%.
98%.
Oh my days! This is the highest one of them all so far.
This is I think this might be actually, when we finish this, be the highest one.
We're currently on 246 votes. See if we can get to about 275 votes, bro, and then we'll call that one there. On 260, still 98%.
That's big. That is big. That is big.
This is huge.
Huge.
What a signing.
45
million as well. Do you remember when he played for Monaco against City and he tore us apart?
Yeah.
He tore us apart. If you've not seen it, go on YouTube later, and type in City versus Monaco at the Etihad and watch Bernardo Silva. He absolutely ruined our football club that night. It was like Messi, mate. It was absolutely incredible.
That's probably when City looked at that and went, "We got to get him." Probably instantly, got to get him. We have to get that guy.
Sometimes that just happens. United did that with Ronaldo.
Is it?
Yeah.
When Sporting played against them?
Yeah. That's what Fergie said. As soon as he played Sporting Lisbon after that game, it was like, get me that guy.
He was like, that guy's sick. We need that guy in this team.
The votes are in, Bray. 98% is the final vote for Bernardo Silva. He's a certified banger.
He is 100%, bro. 100% certified banger. You cannot tell me less. Next up, bro, we actually signed this next player at the exact same time I think we announced them both at the exact same time. It is the man Ederson, bro. Actually, we've done a video on this recently, so some people might have different opinions.
Oh yeah, because there was a few people saying this guy needed to be dropped. Obviously, we didn't agree. And for me, Ederson's like the best goalkeeper that we could ever have at our football club right now with Pep Guardiola. But there was people, in comments and that saying they think he needs to be dropped for a couple of weeks because he's been off form a little bit. I don't agree with that. I think that just keep him in there. And I don't even think his form has dropped that much, to be honest, no. If at all. But that's what some people think. Everyone's got the right to their opinion. For me, the price, and what you've also got to bear in mind here is that not a year later,
Alisson,
Liverpool went and spent 80 million on Alisson. Or whatever it was, 70 million on Alisson.
They went, and then at the same time, bro, Kepa went for what? 90 or 85
Something like that, yeah.
To Chelsea. 36 mil, bro.
And we got the best out of the three. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We paid half the price, had him for a year longer, and you've got the best one.
The best one out of all of them.
For me, bro, this is yet again a certi banger.
100%, bro. The big certi, innit? It's got to be a certified banger. He's too sick, innit? He's too sick. Think about what he does for his team, innit? You don't get keepers like this.
Clara Cruz. It's probably not Cruz, isn't it?
Cruz, you know what I mean? Definitely Cruz, isn't
it? I'm just so British, bro. It's Cruz.
You read it as it is, innit? You just like Cruz.
You know what I mean? Like the thing is, right, when we was back in school, we used to have 3 English lessons a week. Yeah. And I don't get it. I don't understand why I can't just read and just go Cruz, innit? I look at that and go, Clara Cruz. Well, clearly not Cruz, innit?
Santa Cruz.
But Clara says, we still miss him at Benfica, always been a banger.
Yeah, he is a banger. He's an absolute banger. Rocky Santa Cruz.
But yeah, I mean, quite a few bangers here tonight, you know.
You know what I mean? It's showing that a lot of the players that, do you know what I mean, that have been signed under the Pep era have been sick.
Also, it's saying, Tiki Bergerstein, whatever he's called, he gets a lot. Yeah, he gets a lot of stick off City fans on Twitter and that. People saying he's trash. People saying we should get someone else. But for so far, I think maybe Tiki should get a banger. We'll decide at the end, innit? We could go downhill from there.
Tiki and Ferran will decide if they get the banger rating or not. Definitely not. Right, next up, bro. Bro, here's another. It doesn't even need a poll, but I'm gonna put it anyway because I want to see the thing. But bro, Kyle Walker, bro.
This is yet again just another brilliant signing from the Blues.
Just a sick signing.
You know what's funny as well? When we first signed it, I thought this guy was a fraud.
Oh my god, I remember as well in the games you used to hate him, didn't you?
I had the biggest agenda against Kyle Walker when he first signed. Because I will clarify why and why I've now changed my mind. Because when we signed him, I thought this guy was going to be bombing down the wing, putting in crosses, and he was doing that for a period of time, and his crosses were trash. Like, they were so bad.
Yeah.
And basically...
And they still are.
Our seat, right, was right on the edge of, like, the box, so we was in, like, the perfect view to see crosses, and all I saw was poor cross after poor cross after poor cross, and it used to wind me up so much, and I thought he was a complete fraudulent guy. I went sick, but... his role's changed now. He doesn't do that. He doesn't bomb forward that much anymore.
That's not what we want from him, isn't it?
Maybe puts 1 or 2 crosses in a game. He's there now as like a third centre-back supporting the defenders, mate. So, you know, whilst I think his first season at City was rubbish, mainly because he was more advanced, and I don't think that's his game. I think his game's more... sort of, he's more clever than that, you know what I mean? Anyone can run down the wing and just go, boom. Look at Trent, mate. Trent does it every time. It don't mean you're good. So do what Kyle Walker does. It's funny, but you need brains, mate.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker got brains. That guy got a degree, you know. 100% he's got a degree.
A degree in
Kyle
ball
Walker.
knowledge, innit? Like,
he's got a serious ball knowledge, mate.
Degree. To be fair, bro, the guy's sick. He's so good. And as well, if you're looking for a player to put passion into any game, it's this guy. Kyle Walker gives it all every time he gets on that pitch. He's so sick. And as well, the guy's rare, touch wood, innit? Rarely ever injured, and also can just go for games and games and games. I mean, he just goes for time, bro. Goes for time. You don't have to like rest him in that. He's sick.
I like this guy. I'm giving this guy a 30 banger.
Bro,
rating,
100% 30 banger, bro. Best right back in the world.
Yeah. No, brilliant. Long may it continue. Next up, another right back, but someone who played in many different positions. No, it's not Joao Cancelo. It's Danilo,
Oh, Danilo.
So Danilo, we signed him from Real Madrid. So he come in with a bit of expectation.
He'd actually got a few trophies as well, you know what I mean, under his belt already by the time he got City.
Yeah. And you know what? For the large part, I liked Danilo. I thought he was decent, you know. I thought that he gave decent coverage for Walker. I thought he could play left back and do it fairly decently. I thought if we really needed him to, he could play centre mid or centre defensive mid. And what was the price? 27 million?
27 million.
I don't think that's an unreasonable price to pay for Danilo at that time. I think this was a good signing. I really do.
I think if you used to ask a Real Madrid fan, they'd call it a flop because they expected him to be like the next best right back in the world. That's what they wanted from him, and that's why he was there. And that's when we signed him. I remember thinking to myself, if we can just get that out of him, you know what I mean? We might be on something here. Obviously, the issue that he had is you got Kyle Walker next year, and Kyle Walker was so good. Like we just spoke about, the fact that Kyle Walker's an absolute banger.
Yeah.
He couldn't really get into the team too often. Then when he did, it was very much he'd either be just filling in for Kyle Walker, but like I said, Kyle Walker goes for long periods of time in the team and won't drop. Do you know what I mean? You won't even know any fatigue. And when he would come in, then sometimes he'd be playing left back, sometimes he'd drop into the mid. And yeah, he did it to a good degree though, didn't he? Like he generally did. It's kind of like the Cancelo situation. But Cancelo offers, you know what I mean, a bit more than what Danilo did going forward. So I feel that's why Cancelo's done so much better.
Yeah. I think he's been a good signing, you know. I can't give him the banger rating.
Nah, he's definitely not a banger. Definitely not a banger, bro. He didn't. For me, we got him, and he didn't challenge that right back spot because Kyle Walker was just there. You look at like.
But does that make him a bad signing?
No, he's not. I don't think he's a flop. For me, I'm gonna go average in it. I don't think he's a flop, and he's not a banger. But I don't think he's a flop.
I think he's an avrabang.
An avrabang.
I think, right, if I'm assessing that situation, and at the time we needed a right back. So yet again, I go back to that situation and say, would I sign Danilo again in that situation if I could? And you know what? For £27 million, I think I probably would. I'm not saying he was sick, and yeah, he didn't push Kyle Walker as good as he could, but I don't really remember watching Danilo and thinking, oh, he had a really bad game. And he could play left back.
Yeah. He was a very decent guy.
Like I say, can't put him into the banger situation, you know, but I put him into Avrabang.
Yeah, the chat, they've voted at 81% of average. People, they voted more flop than banger, but do you know what I mean? I think... for me, I'm putting in average in it, but do you know what I mean? I'm okay with
anyone who says average. You know what I mean? I just think I think he was a good signing as a signing.
Yeah, it's like
he was decent. Right. We got a super chat by the way, bro, from Massum with a 5. Yes, Massum coming with £5. He says, "Hi lads, Kyle Walker is so underrated. He's massively He's improved massively, especially his through ball. His pace is vital to the way we play. Machine man. Yeah, you're probably right on that through ball. He's learning it a little bit better. I just think, yeah, he's underrated, mate. He's underrated because he's not bombing down. He's not getting the crosses in, and I think that's one of the reasons Zabaleta got so much praise at City is because he did get down the sides and he did put good balls across the box. So that guy was coming out with assists. I bet if you compared the players, Zabaleta would have at least twice the amount of assists that Walker would have. But Walker doesn't do that anymore. He plays more reserved and more of a technical game. Like he's looking around, mate, thinking, "Oh, where should I be?" You know what I mean? Who's going to make a mistake? I'll make sure I'm covering. And for that, I don't think you get the credit. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. But yeah, I agree with you, my son, man. I agree, man.
Yeah, I just think he's so sick, bro. The fact that he's so fast as well, and how old is he now? 31.
Yeah,
31. He's still so fast, bro. I don't even know how he's that fast, innit? That ain't real. That.
Who's up next, Bray?
Next up, Bray is Laporte. I guess we should probably mention the fact that we did sign Benjamin Mendy 51.7 mil from Monaco. He was another signing from Monaco like Bernardo, but you know what I mean, we all know that he ain't gonna get anywhere. We're swerving that guy completely in it. Bernard Mendy. Do you remember the whole Bernard Mendy situation?
Yeah, that was weird.
So next up we're going with Laporte.
Aymeric Laporte, mate. 58.5 million pounds. Big money transfer. What's it called? A release clause? Release clause activated.
Oh, yeah, release clause FC, wasn't it?
Athletic Bilbao comes into the City side and instantly starts playing pingers.
Yeah, on his first game, remember? His first game to do pingers left, right and centre. And I remember me and you being sat there going, his defo told him to come out and just show he can do this. Because he was sick, and it was actually one of the rare January signings that we get, wasn't it? But you know what I mean? We've said this so many times that Laporte is probably probably the best centre back at the club. I mean, my opinion is changing, do you know what I mean, over to Ruben Diaz, obviously, naturally, as it will do, because Ruben Diaz is elite. But I do think they're two different kinds of players. I think Laporte is so good. He's so good. He walks into most teams, if not any team.
But does that mean what? You know what I mean? Yeah, bro.
I'm getting off track.
You're getting off track, bro. You know what I mean? Right. So basically, 73% of people have said Laporte's a banger. Yeah. I've got to say something. I disagree with you guys. Hear me out. I don't think he's a banger.
Why?
I don't think he's a banger. I think he's an Avrabang. I think he's exactly the same as John Stones. Guys made big mistakes, you know. Big mistakes that have cost us in big games.
Wait, think about Champions League.
Just think about. He's made big mistakes in big games. I think he's way better than an average, but I don't think you can put him in that banger situation. You know what I mean? I don't think because we'll come to Diaz in a moment, yeah. But Diaz has done nothing wrong. Like that guy's clearly going to get a City bang.
He is a City banger.
But Laporte for me has made a few mistakes. I can't put him in that 30 banger. I think he goes in the same position as John Stones, which is why they're so close together. Like,
which is why you can't.
No one can really agree who should play.
Okay.
But just like the John Stones situation,
Avrabang,
he can get to the banger.
He can get to banger status. I think he needs to fix up his attitude a little bit sometimes. You know what I mean? And especially when. People say no, innit? People saying he won us 2 leagues and he was.
I agree, he's won us 2 leagues, but John Stones won us how many leagues? 2?
2 maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I just think, you know...
Or maybe 1, because he's been injured in it for a time.
I think, basically, yeah, when we say that Diaz is clearly going to be a certified banger, can we put Laporte in that same bracket? For me, I don't think I can. And Laporte costs more than John Stones. So has Laporte done more to be justified as a certified banger? Laporte didn't play last year. John Stones played last year.
That's all, yeah, he didn't play.
So he didn't play at all last year because John Stones was in the team. So you know what I'm saying? I just think I can't give him that certified banger. But I'm gonna let you do it again. If you think he's a banger, I'm gonna let you press the button. In fact, do you want to do the thing where you press the button and then?
Yeah, on and off, innit? It's Avrabang, innit? It's the Avrabang. Basically, just I don't know. Someone said this before, bro. It's just bang, not banger. It's not average.
This is a good one. This got the chat talking, mate. This got the chat talking.
Yeah, this is heavy. This Freddy. Who's Freddy? Freddie Pie's on holiday. Oh, Freddie Pie's in the chat.
See, bro, this guy Jordan, now you're not understanding what we're doing, bro. I'm not putting him in the same bracket as Danilo. I'm not saying Danilo is the same as Laporte.
No, you got to think there's only 3 categories here.
And I'm judging him as a signing, you know what I mean? Like, Zinchenko got a banger. I think Zinchenko's better than Laporte? Clearly I don't. If you don't understand it, I can't really explain it anymore because I explained it about 15 times.
Bro, Freddie Port, Aymeric, Laporte ass.
But by the way, I wouldn't pick an argument with anyone who said he is a banger. I just don't think he is a banger. You know what I mean? I think he's an Avrabang. I think he goes in that middle, just in the middle of the two.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? If there was a middle category between them two, we could have given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it would have taken ages, mate.
Yeah. Right, next up, Bray.
Yeah, a tier list would have taken ages as well, Nick Toll. We did tier list videos last year, and it was like 20-minute videos. It took time. Right, next up, let's move away from the port. Do you know what I mean? It's got the chat divided, isn't it? It's got the chat divided, that one. And this one, bro, we ain't gonna escape either. We ain't gonna escape this because this one is another one that
this is where we're coming into the tricky part, isn't it?
Yeah, this is where things get a bit disgusting. This one now is Riyad Mahrez.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to split the chat. Now, Riyad Mahrez, £61.02 million, signed from Leicester. It's our record transfer fee. What are you saying?
Oh, it's so difficult because he has been a banger. He has been a banger in the Champions League, bro. He was vital to get into the Champions League final.
Yeah.
And that's something we've never done before.
And what was it? Was it last year or the year before that he slammed like in the Prem and that?
Was it like Freddie Pie says average come at me? He wants to hate. I think it's I think it has to be then again, oh my god. Banger, bro. I feel like he had a slow start. Just like anyone. Do you know what I mean? I like his start to where Jack Grealish start. Then again, no, Jack Grealish is slamming as well. But I do like him that kind of thing. I think he's a banger, bro. I don't think we saw kind of exactly what we wanted from him. Do you know what I mean? From his Leicester days and stuff. I don't think we got kind of returned straight away what we wanted, but he's done so much. But this guy scored big goals. I think that Liverpool penalty miss was just looming over his head for time, but he scored big goals. I think that what he's doing in the Champions League to get us to the Champions League final and everything like that, bro, this guy has
look at his stats, his stats are wild. 157 games for City, 47 goals. That's like a goal every 3 games, nearly.
Yeah.
39 assists. He's getting a goal or assist every 2.5 games. That's a mad stat, That's a mad stat.
Yeah, we did pay. Obviously, one thing is we did pay a lot of money for him.
We did pay, and that is part of the game. Did. Was he worth the 61 million? What are you saying? You saying banger?
I think he's a banger. I think he's a banger, bro. I think he's a banger because of what he's done. I think he's a banger, innit?
This is hard.
Avrabang? I don't know. I think he's a banger, bro.
I was thinking to myself, Avrabang, but then I'm looking at the stats, and you're right. You reminded me of the goals that he's provided in the Champions League. And someone's saying, yeah, he did have a slow start. He did have a bit of a slow start, but he's come into it
this
massively.
Guy said, bro, you're all bugging Bernardo on average first year too. Yeah, loads of players have had an average first year for us. Sane had an average half a season for us first year kind of thing.
Oh, this is
what you think, bro? Sam says that you say that when he was talking. This one was talking about Laporte. Are you choosing not to put him in the banger category just because Diaz is going to be in there?
No, I'm not saying that just because Diaz is in there. I'm just saying that because I think Laporte's made a few too many mistakes. He didn't play at all last year. That's why I didn't put Laporte in the banger. I put him in the Avrabang.
Nick Toll with his R14, bro. Yes, Nick Toll. Would you pay 61 mil to get a Champions League final?
I personally wouldn't pay 61 million. I don't have 61 million.
I don't have that money, but I would pay that money to get to the Champions League final.
I would pay that money. But we need to vote on this one. The chat.
The chat. Look at the chat, bro. 79% to 20%.
You know
Only
what, bro?
1% says flop.
You know what, man? My head is saying Avrabang, but my heart is saying banger. I'm gonna go with my heart, innit?
Yeah, bro. Good.
I'm gonna go with my heart.
This guy, bro, we're certifying it, bro. We're locking it in. He's a banger. Riyad Mahrez is a banger.
I'm gonna go banger. I'm going to go banger. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. And I get people why they say average. I get why people might say Avrabang. And I get why people would say banger. Like, I've gone banger. Like, I think it's a very subjective one, that one. That's a good one, that, for the chat to discuss.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one.
That was a good one.
Make a poll with Avrabang. Do you reckon we put Avrabang in? Do you reckon we start putting it in?
It's up to you, bro.
No, we'll just say Avrabang if it is a thing, innit? I love how we've made a word in this. We're keeping it to 3, innit?
The question is, how many people will be on the live stream on Sunday and bring Avrabang into the stream?
Yeah, oh yeah. Is that now going to be a thing? He's having an Avrabang performance. Right, next up is this is one of the weird ones that I say, innit? Because whether or not Pep signed him to actually want him or not, I don't know. But I think it was more business, this one.
Business.
So if you're talking strictly business, then this one is Angelino. I got confused. I didn't know. I didn't.
This is an interesting one again.
It's interesting. I see. I don't know. I feel like this was done purely business. I feel like.
But how much did we pay for this guy?
10. We bought him back from PSV for 10 mil.
That's important because part of the game is assessing how much did we pay for him. You know what I mean? And yes, obviously, performance is a critical thing. How much did we pay for this guy? We paid 10 million. So basically, we re-signed him in 2019. He was there for 2 years. He played 10 games.
By the way, this is close. This chat. It's 49% flop and 46% average. This is the closest it's been.
Lewis Giddy says he wasn't given an adequate chance. He wasn't given an adequate chance.
Yeah,
he got 10 games in 2 years.
Is that it?
Yeah.
10 games
played
in
4
2 years?
games. He played 4 games in the first year.
On that basis, £1 million a game.
Was he worth £1 million a game? Possibly not.
Probably not, bro. So does that mean he's a flop? I mean, the thing is, people now will start saying like Bun's there, bro. Look at him now, but we can't look at him now, innit? Yeah. Don't think of Angelino now. Think of Angelino that's played for City. When he put on that City shirt, did he do what he wanted? Do you know what I mean, or what we wanted from him?
Right. You know what? Right. I'm gonna break it down quite simple. We paid 10 million for this Donny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a floppage.
Floppage.
I think he's a floppage.
Floppage.
I don't think you can call him a flop. We paid £10 million for him, and he played 10 games. Like, he wasn't given a chance, and that's what he's always said since he's left. He said, "How can you perform at your best when you're playing 1 game every 4 months?" Which is a completely reasonable thing to say.
He was right in what he was saying.
And at £10 million, I think it was a good purchase. I think it was a risky one. It could have worked out on the pitch. If not, you was always going to make your money back. So I think that side of business was absolutely fine. I think it's harsh to say flop. I understand why people might be saying it, but I'm going to say floppage. Right in the middle of the two.
Nice, bro. I like that. And just as you say that, bro, average and flop are both sitting on 47%.
Well, there you go.
So I think it's only right that floppage is what we call that one.
Floppage.
Floppy Angelino. Floppage. You got that good floppage?
Yeah, that was decent, that, Bray. Right, who's up next?
Next up, Bray. Next up it's the man, bro. It's Rodri.
This is going to be an interesting one, ladies and gentlemen.
The closer we get to where we are now, the more interesting they're getting.
Yeah, I need to make a confession.
I gotta confess.
I think I might have had an agenda against Rodri, you know. I don't know. I can't remember what I used to say about Rodri when we first signed him. Did I like him or not?
Yeah, we wanted to give him a chance in that, but he was very slow on the ball and kept making a few errors, and I mean his passes were a bit slow. That's why we always used to pick Fernandinho. But then we got to a point where it was like, we're not bothered Fernandinho or Rodri, and now we've got to a point where it's Rodri. We've had a natural progression from Fernandinho to Rodri.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like as he's got better, we've always wanted him in the team.
We're just like some plastic fans.
Yeah. The good you play.
I'm trying to think back to his first. You know, the problem is this guy's played so many matches for our football club already. I can't remember when he was like, when he first signed, what was he like? I can't remember. Guys, what was he like? Was Rodri bad in his first year? Because I genuinely don't know.
See, that's the thing. I don't think he was bad. He wasn't bad in his first year. He just wasn't Fernandinho. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't bad. He wasn't amazing in his first year. Do you know what I mean? Or else he would have been starting every game. But he wasn't bad. It's just Fernandinho was there, bro. So, do you know what I mean? We can't
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
We're rating Pep signings right now. We're rating Pep signing as a signing. Is he delivering right now? He is. Right now, he looks incredible. He's a signing.
You can't just judge it right now. You know what I mean? You've got to judge it over the whole period of being at the club. You know what I mean?
How long has he been here? 3 years?
I think so, yeah. 60 million, mate. 56 million. That's a lot of money. He's played 119 matches for us already. This is a tricky one.
He's played so much, and I feel like because Fernandinho was so good, he didn't get in the team. I think he was a bit slow in his first year, and that's what people used to say. But
Manuel said, "We almost got Fred instead. Be grateful."
That's true. That.
Right, let's rule out flop.
He's definitely not. No, he's not a flop.
And I'm gonna rule out. I'm gonna take control. I'm gonna rule out average.
Yeah, bro, he can't be average. He's not an average player, bro.
He's either Avra flop. No, he's not. He's either Avra bang. Or banger. I'm gonna let you make the call, bro. If you want to press the button and allow it, you can have it. I'm gonna let you do it. Avra bang or full on banger. You decide, bro. I'm gonna look at the screen and see what happens.
He's a banger, bro. He's a banger, bro.
He's a banger,
bro. He's a banger. This is we're looking at one of the best CGMs in the world, bro. This guy's sick. This guy is sick. As a Pep signing, he's an absolute banger, and he's showing it now. Do you know what I mean? He's showing it, and he was actually sick. Do you know what I mean? He was good last year. Just Fernandinho was also a banger. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to come up against a banger, innit? A mainstay in the team. Yes, Patrick.
Will Wright there, a member for 11 months. Yes, Will. He says, I had an agenda against Rodri, pass back there. I think I'm trying to work. In my head, I'm like, did I have an agenda against Rodri when he first joined on? Nah, I don't think I did. I just think that I was pro Fernandinho, which most people would have been, you know what I mean? And I think because I was pro Fernandinho, in my head I'm like, did I have an agenda against Rodri? But I don't think I did. I think I just loved Fernandinho.
That's it, because Fernandinho was so sick, bro. We couldn't really maybe that's why it's creeped in. Right, next.
Robbie, have we rated Kev? Not rated Kev because you didn't sign him, mate.
Kev's not a Pep signing, mate.
Not a Pep signing, mate. Nor is Raheem Sterling, which people seem to forget.
Yes. So there's no loyalties in it.
Next up, Bray.
Sam, next you missed my member message. Oh no, it didn't, Sam. The Laporte one. No, LB read it out before, innit? About basically not putting Laporte in the. We're not choosing to not put him in banger just because Diaz is going to be there. It's because based off thoughts on Laporte. Power Palm, you always have an agenda, mate. You know what, actually, when I think about it, bro, you've said a lot of agendas today.
Well, if you think about what is an agenda is just an opinion. You know what I mean? And therefore, one has a lot of agendas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't have an agenda,
then you don't have an opinion. Yeah.
Like, if I say, I don't like that player, but he smashes it, and I say, I still don't like him, people say, you got an agenda. But yeah, I do have an agenda because that's my view. You know what I mean?
Nice, bro.
You can't just be fluid all the time, innit? You can't just be like, he's mint, and then the next week, he's crap. Because then you're just being a sheep. You're just following the herd.
Yeah.
You got to back yourself. You got to have an opinion on a player.
Have an opinion and back your opinion on that player.
But accept. You got to tell people when you have an agenda. You know what I mean? Which I do. I have an open disclosure policy. I have my policy on agendas is I tell the people what my agendas is, so then they can understand when I'm slagging someone off why I'm doing that. Which is fair, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're open about your agenda, I mean, then no qualms. No, I'm not pressed about it if you're open about it. But it's the people that don't, who aren't open, that they have an agenda, then keep...
Who are like, no, I don't have an agenda. And then keep slanging someone off, you know what I mean?
I don't have an agenda. Jack Grealish is shit, Jack Grealish is shit. That's the recent one, isn't it? Nick Tower has faulted that. Yes, Raz and Mahrez are top 10 Prem wingers of all time.
Big statement
that is a big statement.
From the big Nick.
That is a big statement when you consider you're talking about Raz in there, bro, and he could be leaving.
That's a conversation for another day. That
is Nick Tower. Maybe that's a video, bro. Right. Next up, bro. You ready? Next up is Zack Steffen, bro.
Now this is an interesting one because before you cast your votes, look at the price.
Look at the price.
Look at the price, mate. 6 million. 6 million.
6 mil. We signed this guy. He's now our number 2. He's just signed another deal to stay at City for like another, what is it? I mean, an extra couple of years, and that's all. You know what I mean? I didn't actually think that was going to happen. I thought because he's good enough to be a first choice somewhere. He's the captain of 100%. USA. I do think he's better than second choice. Obviously,
I said, bro, I did a tweet and I said I'm surprised this guy signed a new deal. To be honest with you, like, he must be getting cash because I'm not being funny. Steffen could get in 12 of the Premier League teams, maybe more. He could go anywhere in England, really. He could go anywhere in Germany, anywhere in Spain. The guy basically could go play for any club he wants, but he wants to stay at City and play, and be second choice, which, you do what you want, innit? I'm not going to criticise someone for what they do.
Yeah, and people are saying that. You know what I mean? He's better backup than any other in the league. Is there a better backup in the world? I'm trying to think of backup goalkeepers, bro. Is there a better backup goalkeeper? That's one for the chat, innit? Because I don't have that knowledge, innit? Is there a better backup goalkeeper than Steffen in world football? I mean, it might be that might be like a bit much. He's very good. £6 million as well.
Jammy Jam.
Oh, Keylor Navas is a banger. Yeah, that is a banger. Sorry, bro. Go.
Yeah, Jammy Jam's come with a £2 super chat, and they said for that price is a banger. And you know what? 100% agree. You've got to remember, guys, this isn't about whether they're world class. It's not about whether they're the best goalkeeper in the world. It's whether about the signing. The signing of Steffen at £6 million was a banger. And for me, it's 100% a banger.
Yeah.
You can't say it's not, because if you're telling me that a guy who signed for £6 million and is one of the best backup goalkeepers in the world, if not the best backup goalkeepers in the world, isn't a banger, we might as well just stop doing this thing, innit? You know what I mean? Roll the VT, Bray.
Roll the VT. Banger,
certified.
I didn't know Donnarumma didn't start.
Nah, Donnarumma doesn't start,
I thought Navas started.
Nah, Donnarumma starts the Champs games, I think.
Oh, so Navas starts?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Navas is sick. Donnarumma's sick as well. He's massive, Donnarumma. But yeah, Steffen is sick. Every time he comes in the team, bro, he impresses me. He impresses me every time. Even more, like, do you know what I mean? The more I see him, the better he looks. So, you know what I mean? I'm excited for Steffen's future. Whether or not he's, do you know what I mean? Obviously, his near future lies at City. Whether or not his distant future will be at City as first choice, I'm not sure. But he'll definitely be a starter somewhere.
Will he?
Next one, bro. This one, this could.
I think this is an interesting one,
Yeah, this could.
At first, everyone's like, "Ooh, defo this," but then when you think about the whole time, you think, "Oh, is it really that over the whole period?" I don't know. It'll be an interesting one to see what people say, Bray.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to see this one, isn't it? Next up is the man, Joao Cancelo. So. This guy, Jay Sul, Jordy, this guy's sick potty. I wasn't about to say that, but it's interesting because he didn't have the best of starts. And he wasn't in favour either, do you know what I mean, of Pep, of the football. He didn't like it.
What annoyed me was within a month of him being there, whatever it was, you already heard rumours that he didn't like it.
Yeah, he wanted to leave. He wanted to get off because he wanted to be in the first team the whole time, but you had the banger Kyle Walker in there. So it was hard to, you know what I mean? It was like the Danilo situation again. And obviously, if you look where he is now, he's a left back. He's still not taking Kyle Walker's position. He's now a left back for us. But bro. I think this guy's the best. Like, Kyle Walker's the best right back in the world. But if you're gonna go like full back, bro, like for an attacking team, Joao Cancelo is the best in the world, bro. People like shag Trent day in day out, but bro, this guy's next level.
I think the fact that, in my opinion, Joao Cancelo is the best fullback in world football, I don't see how you can't give him anything other than a banger.
Bro, he's had his
moments. He's had his moments where like you've been annoyed with him and that, but I think he's a banger, and I think he can get even better. And that's why we did the my story about my love-hate relationship with Joao Cancelo. The reason why I get so annoyed with Joao Cancelo is I'm like his dad, and I think I said that in the video.
You did say like his dad.
I feel like he winds me up because he can go right to the very top, that lad. He can go right to the very top. And I think that when he does stupid stuff, it winds me up because I'm like, Yao, you are so much better than that. You're so much better than that. And that's why it annoys me when he does stuff wrong. Not because I have an agenda. I don't have an agenda. My agenda is to push Joao Cancelo above Trent as the best fullback in the league. My only concern is not listening to these scousers going, oh, Trent's the best, Trent's the best, Trent's the best. I want Joao to be the best. I think he is the best. But when he does stupid stuff, it makes it harder for us to defend him, you know what I mean? And push him as the numero uno.
Yeah, bro, this guy, Cancelo is just so sick. And he's crucial to the way that we attack. He's absolutely crucial to the way that we play football. Big transfer fee, but it was kind of knocked off a bit because of Danilo. Like, technically, we paid about 33 mil in it, do you know what I mean? We technically paid like 30 mil for him, but do you know what I mean? The way it worked in it was like 2 separate deals. But so big up Danilo again in it for sorting us this one out, because that's the biggest swap deal in history.
Shove Danilo in the banger bracket, mate.
Yeah. He's a banger just because he got this one over the line. But yeah, for me, bro. Obviously, he just is, bro. He just is a banger, isn't he? He's just so sick, so sick.
Yeah, right. We're into the final 5. It's the final countdown. This is big. We got some big names and big debates to come. Before we get into the next banger or certified flop, please go download the Ultimate Fan app if you're in 1, the UK, 2, at over 18, and 3, want to win some potential free cash. All you have to do is download the app. The link's in the description. It's also the pinned comment. Submit your team, which is completely free, and you'll be entered into the prize draw, mate. And if you win, innit? You know what I mean? So it is sick. Go check it out.
Go check it out. Check it out.
The next one, bro, is to be honest, is what everyone's already been waiting for. I'm surprised you put it here, bro. You should probably put it there last, isn't it?
Last?
Yeah.
Do you want to move it to last?
I think we moved this.
Should we make people wait for that one? There we go.
The people need to wait.
Yeah, they can wait for that one. They can wait for that.
So let's skip that guy. Let's go to the next one. This is an interesting one.
This one is. Yeah, this one definitely is.
This is an interesting one because he might not get the one that people might want, but the price is great.
Also, you got to think now we're entering like a year ago. Do you know what I mean? Like we're very close to where we are now, innit? So this one. The boy Ferran Torres. This one's gonna.
Before you vote, look at the price. 20 million quid, mate. You find that down the back of the sofa down in Abu Dhabi, you know.
Bro, the year before we signed him, United were signing him for £80 million.
Woo!
80 million. And
it's a great price. It's a great price. You know what, right? I'm just going to be open and honest with y'all. If that price was like 40, 50 million, I'd be putting him in average.
Oh, I'd be straight average.
But
because
the fact he costs 20 million means for me, as a transfer, and I'm rating that transfer, I've got to put him in a banger status.
It has to be in the banger status, bro.
And that might wind a few people up going, oh, you don't give this guy a banger, but you put him in a banger. He's only played 15 games. And I get why people might get mad, but I'm looking at the price, mate, and that's what we're doing. We're rating the transfer as a whole, and for 20 million quid, are you going to get better than Ferran Torres anywhere in the world? No. You find me a player that we can sign that's better than Ferran Torres for 20 million quid, and I'll put him in Avra flop or something like that. But until anyone does that.
Bro, you ain't getting a better youngster than Ferran Torres. He's so good.
He's only 21.
He's so good, like, bro. Yeah. He plays for Spain on the reg, scores bare on the reg. All he needs to do, bro, find his feet. I don't know if he's gonna be a striker. I think he probably will end up being a striker at City. Find his feet as a striker, bro, and the guy will bag. He has the natural movement. Do you know what I mean? He's learnt those from Aguero. He's sick.
Lewis says he'll prove himself to be the banger signing regardless of his price. You are right, but at the moment.
Yeah. At the moment, the way we're
it is because of his price. At the moment.
Not
but
potential
in the future,
now. Yeah,
in like 4 years. You'll forget the price and you'll just be like, this guy's a banger.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I mean, you know, actually, right, when we do this video again in like 4 years, like we might have to
for Brendan Rodgers' best signings.
Right. No, right, listen though, right, in fact, say like in 4 years' time, Ferran Torres is like legit slamming, like he's one of our best players, yeah? And he's 20 million quid, like, we might need a better than banger, bro, because...
Yeah, ultimate.
He's mad.
Do you know what I mean? He has to go to the next level, innit? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, he's defo banger. 100%. Ferran Torres for me and you. Banger, bro. What a deal that is. 20 mil, bro.
Fair play to Tiki, mate. Oh, Tiki's doing bits, man.
Yeah, bro. Some of the deals in here, bro. Some of the deals in here.
Everyone slags off Tiki, mate. I'm looking at these deals thinking, you're pulling off some master strokes here. I don't think we've had a single flop. Oh, no. Was Nolito a flop? I think we put Nolito
was a flop. Nolito was a flop.
Right, next up, Bray.
This one's going to split opinion. Next up, bro, is Nathan Ake.
Incredibly average.
Yeah.
The most average player I've ever seen.
Yeah, see, for me, right,
That might be harsh, to be fair.
A lot of people might be saying flop for Nathan Ake, but I feel it's hard to give him a flop when he had a serious injury and he's barely played because of that injury. Do you know what I mean? When he's come in, he's looked decent. That's what I mean. That's the way I look at it, bro. By what I say, when he's come into the team, bro, he's looked decent. So I think he's average. I just think he's average.
The thing is, yeah, you say that about the injuries, yeah, and the reason why you dismiss it on some of the other players is because they played for a while, so the injuries sort of are negated a little bit. However, he's only been here a year, and he's basically missed the whole season.
We can base this off one thing, do you know what I mean? Where his time here till now, innit? Not his future, but floppage could be...
It's not his fault about the price, you're right, but that's not what we're doing here. We're not rating it. We're rating the transfer as a whole.
Transfer as a whole. £40 million is a lot of money.
We're not saying that player is a flop necessarily. We're saying the transfer, you know what I mean?
But yeah, like Ethan says there, bro, good for depth, solid fourth choice. We went through this and said that he's the best fourth choice centre-back in the world.
We did indeed. This is a tricky one. I can't give him anything above average.
He's not above average. There's no way that he goes into average a banger. Do you know what I mean?
He's not an average banger. He's not a banger. He's not in that bracket. He might make it in there in a few years if he stays.
If he stays, he might make it there. I think he's average, bro.
And I don't think he's a flop. I don't think this transfer was a flop signing because he does provide us depth and he can play left back if we absolutely need him to. Is he an average flop or is he an average? That's the question because he has been injured a lot of the season, mate.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, he's come in at times, you know what I mean, when we've been struggling, you know what I mean, he has been a bit part player. Obviously,
like
a lot
says average flop.
I think he's average.
Sean says flop because of the price. We got scammed.
We got
scammed. I do think we could have paid a little bit less for him, maybe like 35.
Well, they got relegated as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Suppose he does his job. That's like the most like backhanded compliment, isn't it? I guess you do your job, so you're all right. I think he's average.
Man cost us the Community Shield, yeah, did you know? I think we should put him in the average bracket.
Bracket, bro.
I just think he's like average at the moment, but that's not to say that he can't get himself up there with the big boys. You know what I mean? In the Avra banger, I don't think he was ever going to make it into the banger because for him to make it into the banger, he's basically going to have to become a number one like centre back.
He'd have to overthrow one of the top dogs.
But he ain't going to do that.
And that's difficult when you look at our team.
Realistically, what could he do to become an Avra banger? He's got to play... When he plays, he's got to be really good. You've got to be coming off the pitch and going... Well, we're not coming off the pitch, but he's got to be coming off the pitch and us as fans going, he had a sick game there. You know what I mean? And then maybe at some point we're going, because Zack going to have to play football, you know what I mean, on a regular basis. He's never going to do that because he is below John Stones and Laporte and Diaz, but he could potentially get into the Avra bang in a year or two. But
I mean, Hughes is here, bro. He gets into most starting 11s in England.
I don't necessarily disagree with that, but as a transfer for us right now, I think average.
I think that's fair. I think average is fair for Nathan Ake.
3 more to go, bro.
3 more to go, bro. The top 3.
3 more to go.
Right, next up, Bray. This does not need anything, bro. But I'll do it, and it doesn't need anything. This could be potentially bigger than Bernardo, innit? It's your boy.
But Bernardo was 98%.
98%, bro.
On the banger.
Very difficult. But Ruben Diaz, Father Ruben himself, can he get better than 98%? I don't know, but bro, he doesn't need anything. He's a certified banger. He's been what we've been looking for since Company left. He's exactly what we needed. He's already in the captain team. He's captained us quite a few times this year. He is sick.
Do you know what? There's only one bad thing about this transfer. I'm gonna see if anyone in the chat can get what is the one bad thing about this transfer. What was the one bad thing about this transfer? Think about it.
Laporte losing out in the team.
No. What was the one bad thing about this transfer? There's one bad thing about this transfer. It doesn't affect the status of the vote, by the way. It's still going to be a banger. But there's one thing.
Otamendi left.
There you go. Neil Moldy. Happened too late. Because we spent all summer trying to get this Koulibaly fella,
Yeah.
messing about, going through like fax machines and going through independents and people, you know what I mean, trying to get this deal done. And then we were panicking. Do you remember? Do you remember doing the live streams?
The freaking out about it.
What are we going to do? We got no player. And I think we played about 4 or 5 matches.
Yeah, we did, because his first game was against Leeds, wasn't it?
It happened too late. That was the only bad thing about that transfer. But he is defo a certified banger, mate. Bro. £61 million, perfect price. And you know what as well? Fair play as well. City were under pressure. Tiki was under pressure because we'd already been 1 year without company. They'd then gone in for the main target, Kalidou Koulibaly, for about, a month, 2 months.
Then went for Koundé.
Went for Koundé. And then got this guy across the line, and my God, what a player!
Abhishek says he thought we paid too much, but I mean, look at him now. Look at him now, innit? There is no way that guy is £60 million player.
Well, if you want a laugh, go and watch our video where we do the 5 centre backs that City could sign and see what we say about. I'm not going to tell you what we said, but if you've never seen it,
you'll find that funny. Yeah.
Go and find. If you type in City extra 5 defenders to replace company or some shit like that, you'll find the video and see what we say about Ruben Diaz if you want to laugh.
I was just about to say as well, the chat always used to say about Ruben Diaz all the time, and Patrick Holly, boys, still waiting for my cred picking Ruben over Koulibaly and Koundé. Come on, like, this guy was ready, bro. You know what I mean? He was ready for the Ruben Diaz hype train before we even knew who he was, bro. Madness, absolute madness. Can I just say, by the way, 2% of people are saying average and 2% of people are saying flop.
So that means he's not as good a banger as Bernardo.
I thought he'd overthrow Bernardo as the best banger of the video, but he's 24 years old, bro. How is that a thing? 24, bro.
That's a joke. 2 to go!
To this one.
Make sure, right, you voted it. Make sure you cast your vote, because these are big.
This one, bro, could potentially be the biggest, like... This is a big talking point, this one. This one's big. This is
a big one.
This one's big, right? Next up it's your boy. It's Jack Grealish. Now this is where the agendas. This is where they all come out, innit? Do you know what I mean? They're all waiting under the rocks, all going, "Ooh, Jack Grealish, 100 mil. Let's go have a look at that." But yeah, this is him now. Obviously, the way we are now is we're very TBC is a lot. We're very early into this.
Whoa! No one's sitting on the fence saying it's too early. You got to vote in it. You know what I mean? I don't want
to vote in it. Yeah,
no one can sit on the fence saying too early. Yeah. The whole point of this video is you've got to vote. You know what I mean? If you're with your mates now and they're saying what do you think of this deal?
If you had to judge Jack Grealish from when he signed to right now, what do you think about it?
Yeah. No, James, I know it's too early, but for the purpose of the video, we're going
to pretend it's not too early.
Right, so this is what I'm thinking. It's not a flop.
No.
Not a flop.
I don't care what people say in it, because loads of people do say it. Jack Grealish is not a flop.
It's not a flop.
Look at his stats. Look at what he's done.
He's created. I think he's in the top five players in the Premier League for creating chances.
Him and Cancelo were like the best left-sided partnership in the Prem.
He's not a flop. He's not a banger.
Not a banger.
Because to be a banger, he would have had to come in and start scoring bare goals.
He'd come in, he'd score bare goals, he'd be a mainstay in the team. Which he's not. He basically, at the moment, he's expendable in the team. We can change him out for other people.
So, there's 3 options. Right? You've got Avra banger.
Yeah.
Average.
Yeah.
Or Avra flop.
He's not an Avra flop.
So, to be an Avra flop, for me...
He'd have had to come in, but then barely played. I think when he did play, kind of really struggling to make any sort of difference, which you could say is Jack Grealish. But at the same time, like you say, he has created chances.
I remember as well, we are judging the transfer as a whole, which means we have to look at that £100 million price tag. We have to, because that's what we've been told to do, innit? So... This is tricky, you know. This is tricky, bro. Because of the fee. Does he fall into the Avra flop? Because of the fee. Do you know what I mean? Like, put it this way, right? Put it this way, yeah? I don't think I can put him in the average. Let's get his stats up. Because the stats could persuade us. The stats here could be what what puts him into...
Can I just say, when people say about Jack Grealish, yeah, like, oh, we wasted our money on him and we should have got a striker. The plan was to get both our striker and Jack Grealish for both like their costs. The £100 million we spent on Jack Grealish was not like, oh, we spent it on him so we couldn't go get a striker. That's not what happened, didn't it? We was going to go get a striker anyway, but we spent all our time on Harry Kane. We was going to spend 150 mil on Harry Kane. Even though we spent 100 mil already on Jack Grealish. It wasn't a thing, innit? We didn't like spend, it's not like we wasted all our money and then it was like, oh no, we've run out of cash. That wasn't what happened, didn't it?
Right, let me give the stats. The stats aren't great, to be honest. But I'm going to give them anyway, because that's what we do. We be honest, we be open, we have that debate. 15 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. But he has created the most chances. He's in the top 5 creating most chances in the Premier League. It's just our players don't like scoring goals.
Yeah, our players are allergic to the net.
I can't give him Avrabang.
I can't give him Avrabang.
I can't
Based
give
on
him
the stats,
Avrabang.
bro. I know he's in the top 5 created in that, but
Can't do it.
But unless our play, basically he needs to have a go at our players in it and in the box and that, and be like, bro, look how much I'm going in the box here with this stuff. Look how many chances I'm creating.
He's being screwed here by the City players.
Yeah, that's
not
what I mean.
scoring,
He needs to go. He needs to go to him and say, look, I'm creating all these chances.
City extra put me in the Avra flop bracket because you guys are not scoring the goals when I'm setting up the chances.
Yeah, sort it out. But for me, that the stats don't resonate. £105 million player, and we did overpay for Jack Grealish. We did overpay for him 100%. I would never say we didn't, and we did overpay. But I do think, obviously, the thing is English tax and that we always had to pay that.
This is a tricky. I think this is the hardest one of the night. I
That's
really
what
do.
I mean,
And I know
I'm
it's early. It's
struggling.
not serious. And Jack Grealish,
Yeah, at the end of
if
the
you're
day-
watching, we still love you, mate. We're just having a bit of bants, you know what I mean? That's what it is.
I on a real,
Yeah,
all this aside, I love Jack Grealish, me, and I think he will do bits. I think it's just going to take him more time than what people want.
Exactly, and Pep's first year for wingers is notoriously difficult.
Yeah, look at Mahrez, he struggled.
Mahrez, Sane struggled. Sterling, I know he was an absurd signing, but his first year.
Bernardo was a right winger when he came in. He struggled. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very difficult as a winger to come straight into the team and slam. So
I'm going to put him in the average bracket.
I think he's average.
I don't think he's Avra flopped, because to Avra flop, you've got to be saying, "Oh, I don't really want him in the team." And you got to
produce nothing. You got to show nothing. Do you know what I mean? And he's producing something, but basically no one's putting it in.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's up to the striker to put the ball in the back of the net. Bro, we could have, do you know what I mean, the best wingers in the world putting balls into the box and our strikers still won't put them in.
If he would have a couple more goals, I might have been able to push him up to the Avra bang. You know what I mean? Say he had like 5 or 6 goals. But he doesn't, so I think average for me. But what I would say is, I think by saying average, I think that's very positive. Because you're saying after 15 matches, yeah, for a team with no striker, for playing for Pep Guardiola for the first time, which is notoriously difficult in the first year, I think that's positive. I think basically in your first year as a winger at City, so long as you don't fall into the Avra flop or the flop bracket, you therefore are positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was about forces colliding, that, innit?
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one. Fabio says, oh, suddenly what he could do matters when everyone was judged on what they delivered so far. But the issue that you've got here, but no, we are judging him on this season.
Yeah, we're
from now until now. We're not saying, oh, he could be sick. If I was judging what he could do, I'd put him in the banger category.
I don't know.
So I'm saying he could be absolutely mint. I'd put him in the banger and say, oh, this guy's sick. But I think he's average. I think he's average at the moment. He's not justifying his £105 million transfer fee, but that's not to say in the future that he won't. But I think at the moment he's average.
I think the transfer was average. I think at the moment, you look back at that transfer, that's an average transfer.
An average transfer.
But we are 15 matches into his long and happy career at Manchester City.
Exactly. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? In a couple of years' time, 2 years' time, bro, we could be looking back. Maybe even next year, in a couple of years' time, bro, we could be looking back and going, as if we called Jack Grealish average. Oh, we
didn't call him average though. We've called
we could get the transfer. Well, we could say as if his first 15 games we only thought he was average, and now we think he's an absolute banger. Do you know what I mean?
Which he will be. He will be a banger. I have no doubt he's a banger. You know what I mean? I'm happy to say this guy will be a banger.
I think he's gonna. At the end of the day, bro, for people saying flop and that, and 62% of you have voted average, so we're going with the majority.
Also, it's not that deep, innit? I mean,
yeah.
We just needed a video idea and just thought, let's fucking do this.
The guy's played 15 games, innit? Like,
it's not that deep.
Ain't that deep, innit?
And he's definitely not watching this. And if he is, buzzing.
If he is buzzing, mate, I bought all your boohoo stuff.
You definitely a banger, mate.
If you're watching this, please send signed shirt because we love you, innit?
You definitely a banger, bro.
And we have an agenda.
Yeah, we do. We have a good agenda though, Jack.
A good agenda, innit?
We've got to be honest on the channel, you know what I mean? Otherwise, we get cancelled.
Jack, if you ever watch one of our videos, please turn off chat.
Right, okay. We're at the last person, ladies and gentlemen. Who is it, Bray?
It's the man, the myth, Bray.
The legend.
It's got Carson, Bray.
Hey.
It's the man, innit? This does not need a dirty Paul, innit? But I'm going to put it in because it has to be in it. That's the way this goes.
This is a huge deal because, guys, you got to look at the price here. Or lack of.
The lack of price, yeah.
Lack of price, mate.
This guy is undoubtedly the GOAT of Manchester City. If you've seen the documentary and that, you'll know how much he does behind the scenes. The guy is basically a coach of the dress, and the other players love him. He brings, bro. He's basically translate energy gang into that team. The guys, bro. It's 30, bro. There's no way. It's
this guy, yeah, he's actually slamming at the moment because we got him on a free transfer, apparently. Did we actually sign him permanently?
Now we have, yeah.
Do you know we hacked that deal because according to Transfer Market, he's worth £270,000 and we signed him for free. So basically, we've gained money on this guy. You know what I mean? We scammed Derby County, mate, and they're in financial difficulties. Have you seen? They can't pay the Ilkay bills.
Oh yeah, they're having a bad time.
They're having a proper bad time, mate. So what we've got to assess here, yeah, is one, has it been a good signing? That's it, to be honest. That's pretty much all.
That's basically all you got to assess it.
And then we've got to judge where we vote. You know what I mean? Has he been a flop signing? I don't think he's been a flop signing, bro. I can't see it. You know what I mean?
Basically, you got to look at what he's done off the pitch. Off the pitch, bro, as a signing.
Why does it say that he's played one game and conceded 3 goals for City?
That didn't happen. I mean, it did happen, didn't it?
Did it happen?
Yeah, but we played against Newcastle.
Oh my god, did he play one game and conceded? No way.
Do you remember?
Did he not get subbed off at half time though?
Nah, bro, he played the whole game, innit?
Oh my days, he did. He played the full game and conceded 3. He's played one match for us and conceded 3. Wow. But you know what? With some players, it's not about that. It's not about that.
Yeah, bro. Don't you look into deep, innit?
It's he had Garcia and Ake in front of him. Very fair point. Very fair point.
Very true. That's true. That. Do you know what I mean?
Look, people might not like me for this, but bro, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna call it.
Tell the chat, bro. Tell the chat.
Scott Carson. You are a certified banger!
Yes. He's a banger.
He's definitely a banger, mate.
He did save a pen in that game. You're right. I'm surprised at that. I thought the chat would be more like.
Did he save a pen in that match?
Yeah, bro.
So basically, we won because of him. Because if he doesn't save that penalty, it's 4-4.
Here you go, chat.
Because we won 4-3, Bray.
He's bang goat, bro. There you go. He's on.
Oh, they scored the rebound. Oh, I mean, still.
Yeah, they scored the rebound, didn't it? Yeah, they did score the rebound. Yeah. There you go, chat. Look at the bad graphics on this stream. This happens when you don't prep, innit? Don't prep properly, innit? But bro, 100% certified banger is Scott Carson. He's a certified banger. Run it back, innit? Certified banger. He's sick.
I'm buzzing with that, bro. I'm happy with that. I think that was a good debate. Obviously, there was some discussions about what banger was and that, and obviously it can get confusing in it. But it's only,
this is why tier lists never work.
At the end of the day, guys, it's not that deep. We just wanted a bit of a laugh.
We're just having a laugh with the chat, innit? We want a chill stream. Talk to the chat. talk about players that Pep signed.
Don't be going telling your mates, oh, you know, them fucking City extra guys, they was giving this guy a banger, but then he says the other guy was after a flop, like. And
They called Laporte average.
I've unsubscribed, mate.
I guarantee someone comments on this going, unsubscribing from these fools.
You call this guy average, but you put this other guy in banger, I unsubscribe from you. That's
I unsubscribe. And you're like, yeah, cheers, mate.
It's just a chill, you know what I mean? It's not that serious,
Ain't
man.
that deep. A lot of people say Mendy. We spoke about Mendy before.
Yeah. We spoke about Mendy before, innit? You know what I mean? We can't. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? The situation is the situation.
Situation, man. We spoke about him. Yeah, we put him in the bin, innit?
It's one of them, innit? You know what I mean? Rightio, guys. They're unsubscribing from these fools. We're gonna leave it there. I enjoyed that, man. I think we might do more. You know, in the international break where it's just dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of doing videos like my love-hate relationship with Joao Cancelo, which, by the way, is 100% true, as he explained before. You know, I feel like
it was an actual thing, bro.
I feel like we might just do more interactive
streams where the chat can like get involved. I feel like they're good. Them ones. They're Sean Avra flops the pair of you. Yeah, true that.
But yes, thanks very much for joining us, guys. And just for one more time, if you are from the UK and you're over the age of 18, please go check out the Ultimate Fan app. The link's in the description. It's also the pinned comment. It's completely free to play. You can win free cash. It is actually quite fun building your own team. If you get really into it, you can buy more packs, get a subscription model. You don't have to if you don't want, but it is there if you're really, really enjoying it. Massive shout out to Ultimate Fan. Links and stuff in the description. We have a match. Proper football is returning.
It's back, yes.
Real football is back, and it's back this Sunday at 2 p.m. You know what I mean?
2 p.m. on a Sunday night. Have we had a 2 p.m. kick off this year? I don't think we have.
I don't know.
That's mad though. Buzzing.
The preview will be up on Saturday. We've got a video coming for you tomorrow.
Easy win.
Just easy life, innit?
Content every single day.
It's absolutely
every
madness.
single day. Who does this? No one, bro. Just me and you.
Right, Brez and Brezettes.
And JGZ.
We'll leave it there, innit? So we'll see you in the next one.
It's in the bit.